What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Bandai Gundam Universe Shining Gundam. So this is number 26 in the line of Gundam Universe figures. Yes, I'm still getting these. A lot of people have kind of bailed on these, but I kind of like them. And they've been continuing to do variation, adding new things. And this one, for the first time, has something new, so that's kind of exciting. But let's take a look at him. We got some paint. We have metallic green for the eyes, red and black accents here, yellow paint for the horns and on the back here on these. That looks really good. White paint on this red piece of plastic for the shoulder blade. You have the yellow paint here, metallic green there. Some black line accents here and here. That looks good. You got yellow paint inside this vent. And our buddy Dave from True Starscreamer channel corrected me. These are not guns, they're vents, but I'm going to pretend they're guns later. Here's the back. Overall, a nice looking version of Shining Gundam. Let's get through the articulation. The head is on a double ball peg, so you get back to there. You can just take it off and see the neck itself can move back and forth. And then the head itself is on the ball joint, so you get really nice movement out of that. Way back to there. If you slide the neck forward, you get it way down to there, side to side, and it rotates. It can pop off the ball joint pretty easily, but I like how they did the neck this time. A lot of times the neck is too low, and then the head collides with the pieces on the side. This time it doesn't do that, so it's really good. Shoulder pad is on a ball joint, so it moves all around along the shoulders to go up to there. The arm can rotate all the way around. You have rotation at the bicep. Nice tolerance on that joint. You have a double jointed elbow, gets you full bend. This is just pegged into the side. You can actually open it up like that. So you can vent it. So that's the open position. This is the closed position. Kind of a neat little thing. Now me personally, I think this looks good as a gun. So like that. And then that cover back on, just tabs in. And then you can have this. On the hands, of course, we have the ball joints, so you get all the way around, rotates, goes in and out. At the waist, you have a waist rotation here. You have an upper ab crunch, so that will go side to side, forward and backward. And then does the lower one move? No, the lower one doesn't move. So the rotation's at the upper joint there. This hip skirt likes to pop off. I usually just glue these on because I'm not going to take them off, but they're just press fit on there. Hip skirts, they still haven't figured out a way to fix this, but these hip skirts still kind of, you need to pull them out to get the most articulation. You have drop down hip joints, so if you drop them down, you can get it up to there, back to there. Same with the side one, you got to pull it out a little bit, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh on a peg. And there's also a little bit of movement at the ball joint. And I knocked this off. I'm just going to leave it off for now. You have a double jointed knee, but again, due to the sculpt, these are some of the things I wish they would fix, but I almost think they're intentionally limited so that their high grade and master grade have better articulation. But get up to there, a little bit of blue paint, or either blue paint or red paint there. You have ankle tilts. This armor piece can move up and down on, looks like a hinge. Yeah, there's a ball joint right there. And then this joint has quite a bit of movement compared to usual. Forward and backwards, up and down, side to side, and it can rotate. All right, let's go over his accessories. And the first thing I always do with these is I pop the hands off because these fisted hands are useless to me. And I put in the gripping hands. Same as all the ones we've gotten before. I just think they look better overall. So you have that. We also get this painted green hand, which we saw in the cartoon. So if you want to use that, you can plug that in. And I think that's a pretty nice looking accessory. I have noticed this vent likes to pop off really easily, so I'd probably just put some floor polish in there. But that's pretty nice looking. So you can have that effect or that from that one scene. And we also get some weapons and other accessories. So we get the backpack. It's done in a black and white with a little booster right here. And that will plug in right here. There's two little pegs. Get that peg on. That pegs on pretty securely. And since his face mask fell off, this is the first time we've gotten one of these. So we get a replacement face mask with these wings on the side. I think it looks really cool. And yeah, it's just, a peg-in face mask. But I really like this. I wish they did this more, had alternate faces. I know it's, needs to be character appropriate, but I like that we got a face swap. It's the first time we've gotten one in this line. So that's pretty cool. And of course we get his weapons. So we get two beam saber grips, one longer one and one shorter one. And these can be stored right here on the side. So you can slide this down into here. You can kind of store it however, but they recommend putting the longer one in first, although, okay, there we go. So you can do that. And we can also take these out. And there's a short beam and a long beam. So here's the short beam. These are different than the typical. They've got some, little flares here at the bottom and at the top. It's a nice looking beam. And of course you can hold those. That looks good. I like the paint on that. And then there's a longer beam for the longer handle or grip. Here's the difference. You can kind of see one is a little bit longer. The handle's longer and the beam is longer. And we'll just take this hand off for now. So he can have two sabers if you want, which is, I might display him with the hand on the shelf, but nice to have this option. Last accessory is the one we get with all of them, which is this flight stand adapter. It doesn't come with a flight stand, but you can use it with any standard flight stand. This is the Fexed Hobby one. So this will plug in right below his crotch right here, and then he can be floating or jumping or whatever. So final recommendations on the Gundam Universe Shining Gundam. I'm going to give this a 4 to 5. I'm going to recommend it. I like this figure. I think they did a good job with the number of accessories. I really like the swappable face mask. First time they're doing that, and it is a fun little feature. I wish they would do more of that. I do like the vents, and the beam sabers are well designed, well sculpted. They still have issues with the legs they haven't figured out, or maybe they're just intentionally doing it, how to get better articulation out of these knees and out of the hips. The hip skirts are definitely a hindrance. Almost seems like it's on purpose at this point though, so I don't know. They probably won't fix it because they want you to buy other lines. But overall, I like it. I'm still continuing on this line. I just wish they would fix that. My one gripe is the limitation of the legs. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.